Hey guys, this is Billy. This is my second blog post. Thought I'd try something a little different today. Not too much to talk about, I guess. I mean, I always have things to talk about, but I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with this. I know I want to be active in YouTube, but I just haven't really found my voice yet, I suppose. So, let's see. So a few months ago, my doctor and I decided to lower my meds because, that's kind of what you want to do. You don't the biggest hope is for you not to be on medication your whole life, especially a lot of medication. So that's what we were worked on, but unfortunately, it put me incredibly out of balance. I was very manic and then I was very, very depressed. So it was causing a lot of problems. So I had to go back on my usual regimen, unfortunately. It got it kind of got out of control and school suffered and my finances sort of suffered. I don't have many vices. I don't drink, I don't do any drugs, I don't smoke cigarettes. I do, however, like to go on shopping sprees. And so that happened. I bought a lot of things that I'm glad I bought, but a lot of things that I probably did not need to buy. I also have been. I asked my doctor to put me back on Prozac after being off of it for a few years. I was on it when I was younger, but then I did one of those uh, DNA swabs, those genetic text thingy majiggies, and they ran that and found that Prozac probably wasn't the best fit for me and my genes. So I was taken off of it, but I asked my doctor to actually put me back on it recently because my anxiety has started to manifest in really bad physical pain. I've always had physical pain related to my depression, but this was debilitating. I don't know if I'm sure there's other people who know what I'm talking about, but it was just this really bad pain in my chest, my heart. I don't know how to describe it. I thought the first time it happened, I thought maybe it was just like heartburn. I'm getting older and, my body changes, and perhaps that's just something new. But yeah, it definitely wasn't heartburn. The second time it happened, maybe the third, it happened. It woke me up. Happened in my sleep, and I had to go to the hospital because I just was in unbelievable pain and I could not function. And so, all in all, I was in excruciating pain that day for about 6 or 7 hours, up until the hospital gave me a few different drugs to try to fix me up because I started hyperventilating in the emergency room, waiting room. They did an EKG, they did blood work, they did x rays, and they found nothing. I was in tip top shape. And so the doctors said that it's most likely psychosomatic. So that, has me kind of scared because, again, this was a pain that I have never experienced before. And I do not want them to happen again. I've come close to it happening again. I kind of do, breathing exercises. I take anything. It takes Seroquel to kind of knock me out if possible. And so I think that had been helping, but it has been about a month maybe since the last time I had that chest pain thing which I think has been the longest so far. So hopefully the Prozac's working. Who knows? I am doing a little better now that I'm back on my original Wellbutrin dosage. Now I just kind of have to put my life back together a little bit. I have a lot of catching up to do with school. I'm really behind in my graphic design class. I have a test coming up in my interior design class that I have not studied for, that I really should be studying for. I basically went from being an overachiever to an extreme underachiever this semester. I don't know if I can blame it just on the medication change, unfortunately. I think maybe I'm burnt out or I'm feeling more hopeless than usual. I have the same worries everybody else does about finding a job after college and stuff like that. And so it's really easy to start feeling discouraged and a little hopeless, unfortunately. So like I said, I have a lot of catching up to do there. I keep playing video games instead. I've been playing a lot of PUBG with my friend Stunt Cock, and I've been playing a lot of that Into the Dead game on Android. I have an Nvidia Shield, so I play it on there, but it's very, very fun. I recommend it if you like zombie games and running games. The Oculus Rift version is pretty good too. It's $10 though. I'd say it's worth your money. It's not exactly like the Android version, but it still is pretty fun. I mean, there's some things that I would change, and I don't know if it's actively updated. I haven't checked, but I would check it out if you have the extra $10 to spend. What else? My sister, I think, is pretty upset with me because kind of, I don't want to call it a fight. Maybe she saw it that way, but she posts on Facebook. She kind of, I don't want to say flipped out. She disagreed with and showed confusion, or she was upset with the whole adding gender X to birth certificates, and I tried to explain to her why this is and why this is a good thing, but she wasn't getting it. She kept talking about confusion and confusing my nephew Levi, who I love dearly, and I was like, my housemate's grandson is 5 and he gets this stuff. We have a friend who has a penis and a vagina, and he thinks that is normal as it should be. He was confused for maybe 2 minutes, and then he just got it, and it's just normal for him. And I think it's the parents who get confused and then, I guess, project it on their children. I don't know. I think people forget how... I don't like children, but I think people need to give them more credit as far as learning things in school during your first few years. Like Common Core, everybody got pissed off at Common Core because they didn't understand it. But, I mean, a kid in school is going to understand it because he's being taught it and he's growing up with it. I don't know. That's my 2 cents. So there's that. I should probably apologize, and I'll probably do that. I'm going to give it a little bit because I'm kind of upset about it. Ever since I moved to California, I've really gotten more progressive than I thought that I'd ever be, even maybe idealistic. Probably because I'm going to college. I know statistics show that college has a liberating effect on students. And I'm also the only one in my immediate family who's gone to college. So I don't know what to do when I visit. I feel really just pretentious and like a know-it-all. And I don't think they really like it very much, unfortunately. But, what can you do? My sister was giving my nephew only bottled water, because she was scared of the tap water and the fluoride, I guess. And then they cited Flint, Michigan. I had to explain that that didn't have anything to do with fluoride in the water. And I also explained that a lot of low economic status children have bad teeth, and they're finding it's because the parents buy only bottled water and they're not getting the fluoride, and it's affecting their teeth. So I tried to explain that, and then I was like, if you're scared of anything, why aren't you scared of the plastic fucking bottle that the water is coming in? I don't know, man. Who knows? I gotta wrap this up. I have only a few minutes left. I thought this went good. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I want to do. I'd like my next video to be another face-to-face video. I think maybe I'll think of like a story or something from my life to say. I'll probably give you guys an update again on how my life is going. I do know one thing. I would like this channel to be... I want my mental disability, I guess I'd call it, to be kind of a part of this. I suffer from bipolar disorder. I suffer from suicidal ideation, anxiety, things like that. And I just want to let other people out there who might be suffering similarly to know that I'm here, you know. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it and tell you that it gets any better, because I'm about 30 years old, and I can't say it's gotten better. I still don't really like living, but I live for my cat and for my friends and for my family. So if you want somebody who might be a little more honest, I guess, about the situation, then that would be me. But I'm going to end this now. Thank you for listening if you sat through the whole thing. And hopefully this is kind of up your alley. If not, no harm, no foul. I have super social anxiety, so I can't say that I'll read any of the comments or any messages, but I will try to. I hope everybody has a good Valentine's Day. I hate Valentine's Day, but hey, if you're getting laid, that would be awesome. Get laid for the both of us. And enjoy your weekend, which is coming up. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.